Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. I hope that things are on track to where you are going. Now, Spirit has asked me to talk to you about the changing energies that we are going through at the moment. In fact, they woke me up in the early hours of the morning to dictate a couple of paragraphs about this subject. And it's the fact that there is a lot of health issues that are going on at the moment, unrelated to what's been created in the outer world. But we're talking about the inner world, your body, and the actual breaking down of the old energy within your body and the replacing it with the new. The old is crumbling away, is what they are now saying. To allow the new energetic you to continue within your same physical body. Now, this is quite a tremendous feat that you are undergoing, and the deepest level of change is often in the bone structure. The bones are the ones that cells take, I think it's 7 years to regenerate and replace what is there. Whereas if something within the blood system, it's much swifter. Some parts of the body, it's a matter of hours, even days, just days. But we're talking about the deep structures of your body. And there's lots of aches and pains and suddenly feeling absolutely weary beyond imagination, exhausted even. And the reason for this is the fact that your old body, the third dimensional level, is actually breaking down and leaving you. And this is being replaced by a new lighter body, a higher fifth dimensional body and above, for those of you who are aiming or are at vibrating beyond the fifth dimension. As I've sort of often said, I am holding, so I am told, a sixth dimension body. But we're all, even my own body is going through this breaking down and regenerating. And so please bear with me within my own journey, because it's leaving me quite exhausted in terms of the pain levels that is for me and my particular body. You will probably not get what I've got because you've not done my journey, which for those who knows me has been quite horrific over many lifetimes. But your own journey, I'm sure, has equally been through the depths of life. Lives, they're saying, and your body, because you hold a vessel of light, your soul is absolutely pure light, you have been more than likely attacked over many lifetimes to get at your light. And there are often beings around us that come into our lives that have been put there to literally drain our light, to stop us from shining. And they have no intention of doing otherwise, because that is what they are there to do. That is their purpose. And somewhere along the line, there is a contract that is agreed for that person to actually enter into your life, in the inner circle, family, friends, relationships, and until you to remove. I can't quite catch the word that they're using. That particular contract, then you will not break free of the ever-ending trying to fix the problem. It's your problem. It's not the other person's problem. Everything we create is from within. And so from within, you can deal with this. And this will enable your body to regenerate into and morph, they're using the word morph, into the higher dimensional vibrations far swifter when you actually face what it is that needs to be dealt with within your own living circumstances, your physical world, is what they're saying. So I will leave that with you for you to ponder on. We are heading into a new moon here in the UK, in Scotland. It's on Friday, this coming Friday, and we are actually draining into the energies, and we're going into at the end of the Scorpion full moon, which is the absolute depth of truth, the cutting away of anything, to the point of a death scenario, and that's death of ego, death of the old body, and it's quite a severe journey that you have been through this to date, but we are entering into the Gemini moon cycle as from Friday, which is where many of the other planets are at. I mean, we have a Venus in performance retrograde, and it's matters of the dual self, the earthly body with the spiritual body, your soul, and bringing back into balance and harmony the left and the right brain, the masculine and the feminine. It's an inner journey. We're still on the inner journey, but this is one of absolute deep love, because we are dealing with the there's three planets: the personal planet to Venus, plus the Saturn and the Jupiter, which is the social retrograde change, and it's all about being harmonious, coming from a point of love, which is what Venus is working on, and it will dig deep. It will definitely dig deep and undermine the structures, any structure within your life, within the outer world, that Saturn, that is preventing you from absolutely shining the brightest, your starlight of who you are out into the world. They've gone silent on me. Okay, it's we'll turn to the cards now. I think they channeled their bit that they wanted to, and so it may or may not resonate with you, as with the cards. Don't try to make anything fit. If it resonates, fine. You're more than welcome. My gift to you. And if perhaps it's not quite resonating at the moment, it may be the fact it's for somebody else, or it just may be a time thing. Everybody is on a different stage. Oh, that one wanted to come up. Oh, there's two of them there. There's the two cards of the day. So do take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate, it's not for you. These are messages for the collective. And sometimes it's a time thing, so you may feel drawn to come back and look again, which is more than fine. And they will be appropriate at that time, not the date that's stamped on them, but appropriate to when you need to go and look at them. I mean, they're telling me if you're a little child, you look at some books and some are too old for you, so you need to leave them on the bookshelf and go for something else, and then possibly come, and when the time is right in your growth cycle, you then go and think, oh, right, that book's for me now, and so on. And sometimes we even look past over our childhood, and there are books that resonated, information, and we can then go back and visit it. There is not a time stamp on this at all. We are outside of time. It is just a journey, and we're all on the journey. So I'm going to put those cards aside, and we have our two, and as these have come face up, I'm going to take them as they have come. And we are focusing here on the number 34, which is a 7. 7 is often linked with time travel. Time travelers have a 7 within their numerology, and this is saying a leg up. This is the universe giving you a leg up into your new world. Now, many of us have been on lockdown. Scotland seems to be lagging behind everybody else and is even later than England. However, it is not a problem. It will allow us to emerge at the right time. And we need to, they're saying, act fast. It's a new world. It's not the world that we left when we went into the shutdown scenario. It is an entirely different world. We are at war with those who want to control you down to the last blink of an eye, breath, whatever. And it is up to you to navigate around all their nastiness that they are trying to implement. Be wise, be discerning. You know where your heart centre is, and it is absolutely imperative that you connect with your heart centre many, many times a day. If you find that you are not working and operating from your heart centre, at any moment, break off with a conversation and withdraw yourself. You can either go into listening mode, but not react, and go into your heart centre and reconnect again. What are you being told by your soul? What action do you need to take at this moment? To avoid, to even run, they're saying, to move, to be, and not to get sucked in with what is about to happen by those who wish to harm you. As we emerge, we are in a situation where our planet is going to be up for sale. The entire planet is going to be sold off. And we will have no say in this unless we come to terms with what is going on in the world. Slavery will be even more severe than anything that you have known in any of your lifetimes. However, because there are huge numbers awakening on the planet, that is not our destiny. That is not our course. Our course is to open up and trade with other planets, and we'll start with those other 39 planets within our own solar system that they keep hidden from us. Don't know what us to know about. And we will start by stepping out within our own neighbourhood, and this being sold off to some federation or something for protection or this or that is not on our best interest, and we must not rush from a fear base decision into another futuristic fear base. We need to take time out to be, for you to start to shine in your power of who you are. You are world leaders, not by control, but by being you, and to literally bring your star being into line. Your soul knows how to open up the dynamics of shining. It's imperative for you to really dig deep and connect to your stardust. And we will carry on to the second read. These short first videos are getting longer and longer. It's beyond my decision. I just purely channel. And we have here 49, which breaks down into the number 13. 13 is actually the keystone. The keystone, if you have an archway, the keystone is the stone at the top that keeps the whole structure in place. This is the one that has been missing in your life. The keystone of your life has been deliberately capped. At decimalization, we get 10, and even within the tarot card readings, they talk about a journey 1 to 10. We Etmiorians talk a journey of 1 to 13 to ensure that we have the capstone, the absolute knowledge and wisdom of all of who you are. This is imperative. Always go to the 13th. They have put fear among the populace that number 13 is not good. Friday the 13th, they deliberately devalued the number in order to instill fear and stop people from actually achieving the 13th keystone within their journey of their life. And when you reach the capstone, you can observe and create from a very, very powerful situation. We have this fox that is observing through his telescope the heavens, the stars, and the moon also, but mostly the stars, because that is where you have come from. And this fox sat upon the egg, and in this pack of cards, oracle cards, eggs are your creative. What have you created? What is going on? What is new? And we have a star that is implanted within your creation. Your new world of stepping out. You have been given a leg up to ensure that you reach the keystone. You can now reach the keystone by going within your heart center. Absolute pure love. That is what the keystone is. Operating above and beyond to observe all the chaos that's going on around you, sitting in the eye of the storm, for you to create your absolute perfect dream of your personal creativity, your project, your reason for being, what was decided by you that you were going to offer to the creativity and the building and the rebuilding of Mother Earth, is what they're saying. Well, I'm going to leave that with you for today, and we're going to go over to the daily healing cards just for a final message to see. They've already decided, that was quick. What is this for today? To feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. And this is interesting because we have this being here, this fox, which represents yourself. And you are now operating from your innate sense of truth. You have the 13th keystone within your being. You have had much help from your soul by going into your heart center to discern this, and you are developing or have developed absolute open-mindedness. You are beyond the fear-mongering, the tying down and operating from a fear base, the absolute draining, the sucking out of your soul to the point that you just literally roll over and obey whatever the structures, the government structures and the shadow governments and bodies are actually controlling you. But from here, from this point with your keystone, you have awakened to the point of absolute open-mindedness. Now, it is important as you move out into the world to keep your innate sense of truth and keep your open-mindedness to operate in a completely new paradigm, a completely new way, which is your truth. And so I am going to leave that one with you for today, and I trust that you have a fantastic day and you found some benefit from this reading, only if it resonates, of course. And I will continue with putting more cards over on my YouTube channel, which is Etmir Balance Beyond Time. And if we are parting, may your heart star shine brightly.